Well, the 927th was originally a Corps Support Battalion, and you notice my shirt says Combat Sustainment Support Battalion because it changed names. I served in every position in that battalion. It was a headquarters battalion initially of 68 people. When we went to Iraq, it increased up to 80 people, and I was the senior full-time person. So I basically ran the battalion. I spoke on the colonel's behalf Monday through Friday because she was a traditional guardsman, and so I did everything, to make the unit operate during the week, so that it was prepared when the soldiers would come in on the weekend. When we went to Iraq, I was strictly a support operations officer, and so I was strictly doing logistics. What was the coolest part about that assignment for me is that we were 49% female. I think one of my most memorable things about that deployment was the holidays, because we made sure that the soldiers never felt like they weren't at home. We had active duty soldiers, we had guard soldiers, and we had reserve soldiers that all worked for us. And we had some senior chiefs from one of the maintenance companies that had been deployed like 4 times, and he said, I've never had a Christmas deployed like this. The coolest thing about a guard unit is they bring their civilian acquired skills. So we had a huge maintenance facility that needed upgrades. We have a master sergeant that really is not fully engaged in an Army job right now, but this building needs to be electrically upgraded, and that's what he did on the outside. So we sent him to establish that maintenance facility, and then all of a sudden we had an additional maintenance facility that they could use. So just them bringing their civilian acquired skills was huge. So on my 42nd birthday, we lost a soldier. He was getting ready to go home for the birth of his second child. He was 22. So he's doing police call in his company area, and he picks up what he thinks looks like a caulking gun. And his buddy's like, hey, let me see. And he's like, wait a minute, let me get the dirt off. And he bangs it against the wall. And it was an unexploded ordinance that had been there since the 80s. And that's how we lost him. The Guard was really pushing to establish the Yellow Ribbon program. My daughter used to tell me I sound like a commercial, because I would say it's a program to help educate and train and educate our soldiers and families about the benefits that are going to be available to them once they return from deployment. She's like, Mom, you're a commercial. I spent 5 years in that program. I served, and I'm still serving because I will still do whatever I can to help our veterans here.